Hello everyone, this is the end of day number 5. I did make a new playlist. A lot of people have asked me, can I make a playlist that just shows the nightly updates of progress and what I've done today, each day. So I will put this video that I'm shooting right now, I'll put that in there. And I'll also put it on the regular one that shows the birthday challenge. So, excuse me. So today I had modifications. I'm glad I got those extra steps in the first 3 days of the challenge when I thought I had to walk 23,300 and something steps when I only had to walk 20,300 and something. So I had to modify today. It was a good thing. I was doing some auditioning for some parts on, 2 were for a TV show, 1 was for a commercial, might be a commercial, small commercial series, and 1 was for a film. So that's good. We are heading into winter hiatus. I don't know if there'll be a winter hiatus through the Screen Actor Guild, the Screen AFTRA, SAG-AFTRA. I'm sorry, Screen. I'm a little tired. Through SAG and AFTRA, I'm not sure if we'll have a hiatus. Everything is off now due to the fact that we were so far behind with not filming, or filming very limited. Sometimes the rules and laws in one state caused production to move to another state. There was slowdowns. We couldn't film large scenes. Some places just shut it all down. Some locations were not available. So it's coming back. It's also, now we got a lot of streaming. It used to be there's a whole bunch of reality shows, but most of those are non-union, so I wasn't able to do those because when you're in the union you can't do that. So that was huge back then. It was so much because it's cheap. It's cheap to make some reality TV that really affect us. But now the effect is the fact that we're trying to catch up. I was talking to one of the casting directors that I know, and she says that the production company that she was that she's looking for people for, they said that they were about 6 months behind in 2019 before COVID got all the shutdowns, and now they're about 2 years behind. So they've caught up a little bit. They went 2.5 years behind, and they're now just straight 2 years behind on some projects. Some projects just like businesses, they closed down. You know, some restaurants, they always say they couldn't survive COVID. They couldn't survive COVID, or they were a COVID. What was that? They were a victim of COVID, a COVID victim, something like that, where the business closes. There's terms for everything. Remember the be healthy, you know, stay healthy. Let's get back to the new normal. All these new things that we talk about, we never really talked about before. So anyway, good news on that front. Good news. It is good news that we were able to do some filming. We filmed it. We filmed last week. It's now Saturday going into Sunday. We filmed on Thursday, and got some filming coming up next week, and some more filming going on. So getting some filming again, that's bottom line. So today I had to adjust, and I knew I was going to have to adjust for that. Throughout the day I kept looking at my Fitbit. I'd walk in place a little bit. It was cold. I'd get out, I'd walk. I went to the store, and I went to 2 different stores. Instead of driving, I parked at one store, did my stuff that I knew was going to be heavy, the most heavy stuff I bought at that store, walked to another store, got a couple items, walked back, and tried to, wherever I could, pick up steps. But then as soon as I did one thing, another thing came up. So good news, but it affected. And like I always said in earlier videos, if you go back there, also please subscribe. If you would like to subscribe, share the videos, whatever. That's a big help. But in earlier videos I talked about, don't let them steal your, I always say, don't steal my 10,000 steps. Don't steal my 10,000 steps. They don't really steal your steps, but there's a lot of things that go on that you can't do, and you can't get the steps. So my goal was always to get about 12,000 steps a day, because I have some, steps that I wasn't really moving at a fast rate. Like you get up to use the bathroom, you get up to you get a snack, you get up to feed the dog. Those steps aren't really that big of a deal. So I was always trying to get like 12,000, 13,000, 15,000 steps a day, every day. And today I did not even get that. I got less than that because of the fact every time I had something to do, another thing happened. Walking is kind of, when you do like a walking thing like this, it kind of reminds me, I used to work for Trader Joe's, and I worked this shift from 4 in the morning to 12 noon, which is great if you don't go right home and go to sleep. You get a lot done that way. You're off at noon, do a bunch of stuff, and if you work at 9 to 5, you usually don't just run in and the second you hit the house, you go to sleep. But when you work at 4 in the morning to 12 noon, it's hard to stay awake. But people would always ask me to do things. Hey, the cable guy's coming by, and I know you're not doing anything from 12 until you go to bed at 8 at night, 9 at night. We know you don't do anything, so can you sit in my house when the cable guy's there? Can you do this for me? And they always want me to do stuff. And I wouldn't call them and say, hey, I'm working from I work from 4 in the morning to 12 noon. Can you do this for me at night while I'm asleep? They always would do that to me, and it's kind of like this step thing. A bunch of stuff. Every time I had a little opportunity to do something came up. And people always ask me, you're not really doing anything, are you? Well, I'm going to walk. Oh, well, you can do that another day. You can do that later. No, I'm doing it today. You got to kind of be a little selfish, I guess, on that. But I wouldn't ask them to do things for me so they can't do what they're trying to do. But people will always do that to you, especially if you're working like late night shifts, if you work the midnight shift, if you're at graveyard, if you work like I was doing 4 to noon, that happens. It's kind of like when you have a truck. I used to drive. I had a pickup truck, of course, and that bumper sticker, yes, it's my truck, no, I will not help you move. It's kind of like that. So I try not to let anybody take my 10,000 steps. If I do let them do it, it's my fault. So I have to stand up to that. So here's what I did today. This is day 5. I'm about to turn it around. So here it is. Here's today. And it's 11,309, 2 floors and 5.2 miles. So that's about half of what I was doing on other days. So I know tomorrow I need to get up a little early, a little daylight standard time, I guess, tomorrow. And I have to get out there and get going early and try to walk quite a bit tomorrow. And I'll just try to catch back up. I'm not behind in my walking, but I was way ahead. Now I'm just a little bit ahead. So I will catch up, and I will be walking more than 20,000 steps tomorrow. And I'll talk to everybody later. Hope everybody had a great day today. Don't forget, I guess we fall back, right? Got to fall back, get an extra hour of sleep tonight, an extra hour of sleep, and I'll be walking. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.